So what value is there then to denial? Any?
Oh, I think there's value to denial if you really commit to it. I get this from my mother.
Yeah. So it's a very pragmatic value. Commit to the denial.
Okay. and my mom does it to an extent that I'm like, Mom, do you have any consideration or context of situations? Yeah. And she does. This is the thing. Every time I go, she's not a shallow woman. But if something happens in her life that is keeping her from going where she wants to go, or having a joy in her life that she does, she'll straight ass deny it happened. Didn't happen. No, it didn't. Mom, we're right here. I heard you.
Yeah.
What you said. No, I didn't. You heard something else. Mom. Now, does she get some amnesty on that? She's 91. Hell yes, she gets some amnesty on that. But she's not. Yeah, does she repeat offend? Yeah, but it's misdemeanors. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like it's part of that thing when you got a family member, you're like, yep, that's just what they do. Just go with it. You know, and it's ingenious in a way. It's a tool. She does. I think it is more of a trick with her, but she wouldn't even, so ingrained in her, it's not a trick. It just do it. Done. And I another reason I bring this up, it's outside of just my mother, is I did this road trip course in this Art of Living event a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Out of the hundreds of thousands of chats that came in and responses that came in afterward, it seemed to me that about 80% of people's challenges and problems, even in their life, were something in the past that they were hung up on, mm-hmm. that they could not seem to get past, and it was holding them from going where they wanted to in their future. And so I thought that was revealing. I would have thought that was, I don't know, going in 40%. It was 80. It seemed to be 80%. Yeah. And then I thought about, okay, if you're here in the live show and you want to get the course, you're into some sort of therapy or education or development or self-help or whatever. Okay. And I have a lot of friends, and I know a lot of people that are in weekly and daily therapy. And then I know there's a lot of people that are on prescriptions, drugs. And while the therapy and the right prescription to the right person for the right diagnosis is necessary, I'm questioning, is there a value to going, if you're not getting past this today, this week, this month, this year, all of a sudden a decade goes by and you're still hung up and you can't get rid of that thing in your memory it's got you paralyzed and you're a victim of it. And you're doing the therapy and you're doing the work and you're taking a prescription if that's what you're taking. Is there a value in going, if it's holding you back from going where you want to go, maybe you should just deny the fucking thing ever fucking happened. Yeah. Kick it in the head. Yeah. Kick it off the curb. I'm done with you. I'm sick of you. I'm tired of hanging out with you. I'm tired of that thing, whatever it is, holding me back from going where I want to go. So if I can't wax the car, you know, and get past this thing, just kick it.
That's so powerful. So one thing to do, like with the loss of your father, is to try to transform it, to discover the gift in it, the gift in the pain. But if you can't, keep looking, you can't find the gift in the pain, just deny it ever happened.
You could call that a trick, but I think it's more than a trick, because let me say this. My mom, after my father died, went on and found a second love of her life. For 19 years, they were together. C.J. Carlick. Love you, buddy. He's moved on now. Did she check with us a little bit? Like, is this okay? She gave us a little lingering half a second look that we knew that maybe was what she was asking. And we came to her, was like, yes, it's okay. And you know who else is saying it's okay? Who's dancing up there for you? Dad. So, was that her denying that the man she was divorced from twice and married to 3 times and had 3 children with had moved on? No. But she didn't say, I'm not, well, what's the book on how long I'm supposed to stay single before I can be interested in another? There's not a book on these things. How do you feel? Is loving CJ mean you love dad less? No. Is finding a new life and a new dance partner in this life in CJ mean that dad wasn't your dance partner? That dad wasn't the love of your life? No. So I don't know. I mean, in there, maybe there's another word. I think it's denial, but it's not really denial because it's not like it didn't happen. That's an earlier example I was giving my mom. She will absolutely go, that light's not on. Mom, the light's on. That light's not on if I say it's not on. Sometimes you're just like, that makes no sense. You're just absolutely denying what just happened. We even have it recorded. Yeah. And she'll go, well, the recording's lying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of a coping deal with her. But I mean, what I think is more important or more valuable is to talk about this. She didn't deny my dad dying. I didn't. But she sure as hell turned the page and said, I can still start a whole new category, a new life, a new love. Let my heart love and be loved by someone living in this life today that I'm still living in. And that will not trespass on my love for my husband, your father, Jim McConaughey. And I think, I mean, we were just thought that was beautiful. Yes, Mom, go. Talk about a green light, go. Now, if we're hung up going, can't have one or the, can't have them both. Got to have one or the other. Now we start to make a contradiction of the two ideas again, which darn, our contradictions get us in trouble all the time, man.
That's life, though. The contradictions, right?
But isn't life, if we just admit the contradictions are so much, don't they become a paradox? If we just admit that that's part of it?
Yeah.
If contradictions are inevitable, hensely, they do become a paradox, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Then we're in the honey hole. Then we're singing and dancing and have leniency with ourselves while still holding ourselves to task. And I think it's holding on to know each contradiction. Oh, here it is again. So it's a one-off. It lives on its own, separate from the last one. No, it doesn't. They're connected. That's why they are a paradox. And then I think that's where life really is.
In the paradox.
Yes.
In the dance of it.